A very warm welcome. You're watching the Super Saturday Debate with me, Akanksha Swaroop. Now, in an apparent attempt to curb free speech, the West Bengal Cyber Police allegedly blocked the mobile number of journalist Abhijit Majumder, known for his vocal criticism of the West Bengal state government. Currently, even more so since the rape and murder of the lady doctor at the Arjikor Medical College. It's interesting that his phone services have now been resumed. This after Majumder made a public brouhaha about this entire incident. Soon after, Airtel informed Majumder that his number had been blocked by West Bengal's cyber police. While many have viewed this incident as muffling of press freedom, it should be noted that this is not an isolated incident. Let's, for example, take into account the fallout of the brutal Arjikor rape and murder case alone. And since August 15, the Kolkata police has launched an extensive crackdown in the effort to counter what they label as misinformation. The Bengal police have filed 10 FIRs, initiated cases against 35 people and issued notices to over 300 others. Brings us to the question, is the Bengal government deflecting from its own responsibility? And is this an assault on free press by TMC?
Number was suspended from the West Bengal police services, and there is a fraud activity was done for the mobile number. That's why the services are suspended, sir.
आज महिलाओं के खिलाफ अत्याचार, बच्चों की सुरक्षा समाज की एक गंभीर चिंता है।
पहले पुलिस का ही है कि आप जाने नहीं सकते कि पुलिस इसके ऊपर दबाव डाल रहे हैं और डॉक्टर भी ये कहे कि नमन हो रही है कोई इजाजत नहीं देते कोई
This is absolutely unconstitutional. This is unlawful. This is this is like a tin pot dictatorship.
All right, let me introduce my esteemed panelists today. I'm joined in by Ms. Sanju Verma, who's the national spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr. Riju Datta, who's the national spokesperson for the Trinamool Congress, Mr. Abhijit Majumder, who's a senior journalist currently courting controversy as well. Also, Mr. Shashikant, who's a former IPS officer. Sanju and my other panelists, I'm just going to request you to keep your answers to the point because we have only 18 minutes to debate and 4 panelists. So, Abhijit, let me begin with you. You've called it tin pot dictatorship, and why have you held the Mamata Banerjee government responsible? Let's have it straight from the horse's mouth, considering we also have Riju on the show.
Yes, the thing is that yesterday my phone got blocked. My phone number was blocked when I called up Airtel. They said that there was a complaint from cybercrime police, I think, in West Bengal,
Right.
that some complaint of fraud. Now, I have been extremely vocal about the inaction or and all that is reported of the TMC government on this young doctor's case. And Riju has also very angrily tweeted about me, apparently inciting hatred, is that Sagarika Ghosh did it. Now, the thing is that it is one thing to sort of disagree with me, say that what Abhijit is saying is wrong. All that is fine, but to take it to the point where my phone, which is linked to my Aadhaar, to my bank, which is my only way of connecting with my with my old parents who live in Kolkata.
Not to forget that you were in Delhi when your number got blocked, and that too the West
Bengal. Of course, I live in Delhi. My livelihood is in Delhi. My work is in Delhi. So it's not. This is unprecedented almost. This should not have happened, and I hope. I mean, for all the differences, all our differences, I hope Riju, at least somebody like Riju, who's the spokesperson, also realizes that this is a really ugly extent. to which things should go. This
All
is
right.
not fine.
On that note, Riju, considering the West Bengal government has been blamed for this, the West Bengal crime section of the West Bengal police, on what basis was Abhijit's number blocked?
I will say this. Look, I can not agree with Abhijit. I do not at all agree with Sanjuji. But I don't know for what reason
Sanju has
his
not
phone
even
was blocked.
spoken right
because,
now.
No, I am saying, that, see, we can fight 24 hours on national TV, but personally, I'm very fond of Sanjuji. So that is irrespective. See, I don't agree with her also on TV. But the thing is, why his phone was blocked? Actually, after coming on your show, Akanksha, I have come to know about this. Because I don't know. The cyber police has blocked it. I am the national spokesperson of the political party, not the West Bengal government. So I was not aware of this, number one. Number two, if Abhijit's phone was blocked for any reason, whether there must be, and the Calcutta police should also have a valid reason to do that.
Riju, I'll just
This is not right.
Just give me 1 second, Riju.
One thing, can I just finish?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, Riju.
Yeah, so my humble point is this. If his phone was blocked by the cyber police better have a valid reason for doing so. Otherwise, it is wrong. But secondly, I will also say on this esteemed panel where millions of people are working, there are multiple YouTube portals. There are multiple places where you do not know how violent memes are being made of Mamata Banerjee. Her pictures are being defamed. Her picture, there are people putting Instagram stories that she should be eliminated like Indira Gandhi. There is free speech and there is a limit to free speech.
But none of that was indulged in by Abhijit. No, Abhijit has also said that TMC leaders, including you and the likes of Miss Sagarika Ghosh, have in fact tweeted about him regarding certain posts.
The way Abhijit was doing it, I'm saying in front of him, the way Abhijit was doing it, I, as the spokesperson of the party, I felt that he was doing it, maybe, yes, everybody should protest against it, but there must be something extra why he was being so virulent about it. So I also tweeted and protested. But tweeting and protesting, Abhijit can do the same for me. But that is the right. But I don't go to the extent of giving death threats to Abhijit. Come on, nobody can do that.
But that still doesn't explain why his number was blocked. In the administration of your own government. Okay, Abhijit, quickly make your point. I have the others also.
Just 1 minute. I'm thankful that I'm really happy that Riju agrees that things should not go to this extent, of course. And see, the point is, I was not given any reason, any intimation, any kind of explanation at all for blocking, and now it has been unblocked. Some 1 hour ago, it was unblocked.
Absolutely. And Riju, that in itself, for a government which is currently under the scanner, it should be a wake-up call for the TMC to take note of what's happening in the state, which is why, Mr. Shashikant, quickly tell me, is the Bengal police liable to do so without a prior FIR, and can a Delhi circle number also be targeted by the West Bengal police? Also, is this lawful in the first place?
Well, I'll tell you the legal position. A number can certainly be blocked at the request of the TRI or DOT or the concerned state police. But the state police has to give a reason that this particular legal section was violated and it was leading to a law and order problem. But here in this case, if no reason was given to Mr. Our friend here, Abhijit.
No, I'll tell you what the reason that was given was a fraudulent activity. I wonder what that fraudulent activity.
Then it should go in for RTI. This is not done. This is not acceptable in a democratic society. Everything has to be transparent because the state police does it, but they have to give a very, very solid reason. This is the reason. Cite the examples, give the legal sections, and give their information that this particular section was violated and this person had indulged in this kind of fraudulent activity or this kind of criminal activity. They have to explain it. They just can't say that it's blocked and now it's unblocked. It's not done. The problem is only with 3 agencies.
All right. Sanju, why is the BJP saying that this kind of surveillance under the Mamata Banerjee government is a threat to democracy and has also called for the Supreme Court to take suo motu cognizance?
First and foremost, thank you, Riju. I know you've always been very kind and gracious to me and said I'm your favorite spokesperson. I have never returned the favor, not returned the courtesy. And today I will not return the courtesy either. Pardon me. But I will just say this. First and foremost, I stand in solidarity with Abhijit Majumder. I think what happened to him is absolutely unacceptable, reprehensible, and there is no scope, there is no room for such type of outreach or overreach by the state dispensation. Point number 2, I'm appalled. It's not just about Abhijit Majumder. If you notice the happenings post the 9th of August when that horrifying Kolkata rape and murder took place at the Arjikor Medical College and Hospital, Kolkata police, rather than trying to nab, the others involved, because there's supposedly more than one person involved, they are busy sending show cause notices to social media influencers saying, we are taking note of all that you're doing, we are taking cognizance of what you're up to, and the might of the state will be unleashed on you. Point number 3, I just want to take Riju and anybody from TMC who's watching this. Do you note a few days back what Justice Chandrachud said, including Justice Pardiwala? They said 2 very important things, Akanksha. A, any peaceful protest should not be disrupted or disturbed. 2, Justice Chandrachud went so far as saying that the might of the state, referring to the TMC dispensation under Mamata Banerjee, the might of the state should not be unleashed, quote unquote, on peaceful protesters. Now tell me, if Abhijit Majumder or any social media influencer or a BJP worker for that matter, or any XYZ bona fide citizen is vexing his or her anguish and angst at the happenings and at the goings on in Kolkata, why should the Kolkata police act like the big brother, engage in, surveillance, try and block the person's phone number, send brazenly with rabid impunity show cause notices to XYZ? मैं ममता बनर्जी से सिर्फ ये कहना चाहती हूँ, if you are really interested in nailing the culprits, first and foremost, stop mollycoddling and shielding Sandeep Ghosh, the erstwhile principal of Arjikor. He is obviously now being interrogated by the CBI. He's undergone a polygraph test, thank God for the CBI. Left to her own devices, Sandeep Ghosh would have walked away scot-free. Point number 2, Mamata Banerjee, if you really want to bring this entire episode to fruition, I have only as a woman 2 requests. A, please be accountable and remove Vineet Goyal as the police commissioner because he's had a far from flattering track record. Point number 2, please remove the DGP of West Bengal, Rajiv Kumar, whose Narada and Sarada stamp tainted, and he's undergoing trial at the Alipur court with respect to both these scams. So, as they say, Caesar's wife should be above suspicion. And indeed, if there is an iota of truth in that saying, Mamata Banerjee should show that she means business, and that means that the Kolkata police cannot behave like the entourage of the erstwhile Idi Amin. Let them know that finally they are accountable to the citizens of Bengal, not to Mamata Banerjee. They are not the personal handmaidens of Mamata Banerjee.
Riju wants to make a point. Riju.
Yeah, I'll just give answer. See, Sanjuji as the BJP spokesperson might have her wish list. I also have my wish list. I also think that Ajit Doval is not the right man for the job. He should be replaced. I think is a complete failure. He also should be removed. I also think the country has gone down the rabbit's hole, and Narendra Modi also. So everybody has their wish list. That is political. I'm not commenting on that. But the bottom line is the topic of the debate that you have, Akanksha, today. Thus, there is a law, a cyber law, that I'm not saying Abhijit has done that, but due to Arjikor case, there has been a massive outbreak of fake news through WhatsApp that was trying to create anarchy in the state of West Bengal.
Will you say that Dr. Subarno Goswami, Dr. Kunal Sarkar, they all indulged in fake news? What about TMC MP Shukhendu Shekhar Rai himself? The Kolkata police summons him just because he speaks against the state government. Are you saying they all indulged in misinformation?
Quickly, Akanksha, quickly. You took two doctors' name. Dr. Subharna Gosarkar. Subharna Goswami from your channel to every channel went and floated the 100-gram semen theory. What did the Chief Justice of India said? The Chief Justice of India on this specific 150-gram theory said, don't see WhatsApp messages and come to practice law.
He did not float that
this
theory.
Is what these
he
doctors
did not
have done
float
on
that
national
theory. Sanju wants to make a point.
Yes,
Sanju.
he said.
It was on my channel. I can play out those recordings for you. And what the court said was not with regards to Dr. Sarkar or Dr. Goswami. Do not mislead our audiences. Sanju wants to make a point.
The court talked about the 150-gram semen. I know you want to play
it was not Dr. Goswami or... Tell
Riju, I did not heckle you. Akanksha, can I have my say? Riju, we are having a sensitive and a sensible debate for a change. I did not interject. I expect the courtesy back from you.
Bolo na.
Let's be very, very clear, Akanksha. Both the Kolkata High Court and the Supreme Court have said one thing. There is absolute failure of state machinery. In their 30 years, Justice Pardiwala said he's not come across a case which has been so badly mishandled under the Mamata Banerjee draconian regime. But the most important point is this, as Akanksha said, you are calling your own Rajya Sabha MP Sukhendu Shekhar Roy for interrogation because you're upset that he actually called out the bluff of the Kolkata police and its incompetence. Shantanu Sen says his own daughter is studying at Arjikar and she's horrified. The next thing you do is you remove Shantanu Sen as your national spokesperson. Kunal Ghosh, who's one of the closest confidants of Mamata Banerjee, said, so what? Rapes happen in every state. And I was on a debate with Dola Sen, one of your Rajya Sabha MPs. 1 minute. You know what Dola Sen told me? Dola Sen told me, so what? It is just a rape. It is not a gang rape. As if rape is a lesser crime. I was horrified. And most importantly, what did Arup Roy say? He said, oh, these women who are coming for protest, they're doing it so that they can spend time with their boyfriends.
All right. Shayan Lahiri's arrest, on which the Calcutta High Court today has said that it will be absolutely improper if, in the guise of exercising regulatory power, which has been permitted by the Apex Court, indiscriminate arrests are made to create fear and terrorize the protesters by keeping them behind bars. I know you are all ready to march to the top court, but what does it speak? If when indiscriminate power is being exercised, you have to acknowledge that there's a lot of anger on the streets, and rightfully so, Riju.
Again, I will say, this Shayan Lahiri fellow, and I'm saying this on record on national TV, tried to create, he and a couple of his friends who belong from ABVP, tried to create a Bangladesh-like situation in Bengal, and not only Supreme Court, we'll go to the last extent to make sure these criminals are put behind bars. They are not students. They are trying to hijack the peaceful protest happening on the roads of Calcutta for, to create anarchy in the state. And the Calcutta High Court is completely hostile to the West Bengal government. That is a different issue. That is why we are going to the Supreme Court of Law. Because the
Akanksha, can I come in?
Come in quickly before I take closing thoughts. I'll take closing thoughts.
Riju, please. Akanksha, can I quickly come in?
Let him finish. I'll give you time, Sanju.
Has given a blanket protection. Unbelievable.
All right, Sanju. Quickly, Sanju, make your point. I want closing thoughts from Mr. Shashikant.
You know, it is very rich for... Can I please finish?
Right,
it is very rich for... It is very rich for Riju Datta or anybody from the TMC to sit here and give bhashan to the BJP on free speech, freedom of expression. Kolkata High Court and the Supreme Court have not castigated Mamata Banerjee once, not twice, but repeatedly. Don't forget that as recently as June 2023, after the Panchayat poll violence, the Kolkata High Court and the Supreme Court said license to hold elections is not the freedom to engage in violence and license to engage in violence. So Riju, stop giving bhashan to the BJP. Why are you mollycoddling Sandeep Ghosh? Why are you mollycoddling Vineet Goyal, the commissioner?
It's not about the bias, but Riju, you have to acknowledge that Sandeep Ghosh needs to be removed. This when the IMA itself has stripped him of the doctor title. But Mr. Shashikant, let me come to you. There was a lot of talk about those two letters that have been shot off by the Bengal Chief Minister to the Prime Minister, in which there's been talk about bringing in a legislation. Of course, the centre said that legislation very much exists in the new amended laws. Annapurna Devi today has, of course, talked about how it is the Bengal government which needs to operationalize and, of course, establish all those fast-track courts, that also includes the POCSO courts. Now, where is the moot point getting lost? You know, all of us have been left in this lurch, in this blame game between state and the centre.
Well, I won't indulge the blame game. I don't have anything to say. The point in question here was whether Mr. Majumdar was wronged or not. I talked to the very top guys in the telecom sector, and they say, yes, this can be done by the DOT, by the tribe, and at the request of the state police. But the state police has to prove that whatever allegation they are leveling, that it's true. They have to prove that. So I think that if his phone has been reconnected, so I think that Mr. Majumdar was wronged. I just have to say that.
No, but also, see, the reason why I'm asking you this question is because we've seen that kind of iron hand being, used to clamp down on free speech, whereas it should be operating on the other way on all those perpetrators.
Yes, I'll say that. Like, I'll agree with the Supreme Court and the CBI, etc., that there were lots of things which were sort of mismanaged out there. And this kind of mismanagement, this kind of fierce psychosis, if it continues, like you know that what happened to Sandesh Khali, the matter went up to the Supreme Court also. But
Absolutely.
This kind of tactics, certainly they're going to have a wrong influence, wrong impression on the people in general.
The Enforcement Directorate was attacked in Sandesh Khali. Can you imagine? Enforcement Directorate was attacked by TMC goons, by Mamata Banerjee's hooligans in Sandesh Khali. Show me one state in the country where the Enforcement Directorate.
All right, let's wrap up.
Enforcement Directorate
was a conspiracy by DJP.
You know, Riju, I think we've had far too many examples which go on to indicate that force is being misused under your government, and perhaps it's time to put in a more stringent sort of system in place where, priorities are not misplaced. Many thanks to you all for joining in on this discussion. And with that, in fact, we have some breaking inputs coming in. It seems that women-related issues have been plaguing the entire nation, not just in Bengal. We'll also be talking about the Malayalam film industry, but after a quick break.